Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I just wanted to give you some practice problems, some practice dosage calculation problems. So I hope this helps. Just give me a second. Okay. So I'm going to give you about 15 problems so you can practice them and become very good at dosage calculation. So remember, you can always refer to your book, okay, to practice. All right, the first problem, Inderal is a medication, 0.02 grams PO daily. What you have available is scored tablets, 10 milligrams. All right, so to solve this problem, I think it is very clear what you have to do. Maybe that's too dark. I'm sorry. Just trying to give enough lighting in here. And we'll keep it this way. All right, so what did you guys get? All right, so with this one, we're going from smallest to largest. So we are going to multiply by 1,000, okay? We come up with 20 divided by 10 times tablets. That gives us 2 tabs, right? All right, hope you can see that. All right, on to the next one. I'm gonna move pretty fast. Next one is ampicillin. I'm just gonna say Ampicillin, 0.5 grams PO every 6 hours. What you have available are capsules at 250 milligrams. Okay. All right, what you would have to do, you're going from grams to milligrams. So you're going to multiply by 1,000. Once we do that, we come up with 500, right? Divided by 250 times capsule. And the answer is 2 capsules, right? 2 capsules. Okay. On to number 3. I hope these are getting much easier for you. I'm actually going to try to grab a black marker. Try this one. All right. It is Levothyroxine. Levothyroxine, 0.125 milligrams PO. What we have available is we have a liquid dropper bottle labeled 500 mcg micrograms per 10 milliliters. All right, folks, let's work this one out. All right, so we have to, of course, convert milligrams to micrograms. We're going from largest to smallest, multiply by 1,000, and that gives us 150 divided by 500 times 10, right? And we should come up with 2.5 milliliters. On to the next one. Number 4 is Synthroid, which is a thyroid medication. The generic is Levothyroxine Synthroid, 0.15 milligrams POQD every day. What we have available are scored tabs at 300 mcg. Okay. Let's work those out, folks. All right, so we're going from milligrams to micrograms, from largest to smallest. We are going to multiply by 1,000. And we come up with 150 divided by 300 times tab, right? And we come up with 0.5 tab, or we can call it half of a tablet. But, you know, we don't really use fractions in metric, but there it is, either or. 0.5, which is half a tab. Both of them says half a tab, okay? All right, so let's move on to the next one. Medication is diureal. I think diureal is for bedwetting. Diureal oral suspension. PO every day. What we have available, I'm sorry, forgot something. Oral suspension, sorry, the dosage is 0.5 grams, okay, suspension. We're going to give this med via nasogastric tube. NGT is nasogastric tube, daily. The bottle is labeled 250 milligrams per 5 milliliters, okay? Right, so we know we have to convert grams to milligrams, largest to smallest, right? So we're gonna multiply the 0.5 grams by 1,000, right? And we come up with 500 divided by 250 times 5. I just feel like I just did this one. Okay, and the answer comes out to be 10 milliliters. Okay. All right, on to the next one. If I make an error, please feel free to let me know. I try to do these before I put them on the board. All right, the next one is Cleocin. Cleocin, 0.3 grams IM. Every 6 hours. We have liquid labeled 300 milligrams per 2 milliliters. All right, I am purposely giving you ones that you have to convert because I want you to become proficient at converting. So with this one, you know we're going from largest to smallest. So we're going to multiply by 1,000 and we come up with 300 divided by 300 times 2 milliliters. And that would give us, of course, 2 milliliters. All right, on to the next one. This one is vitamin B, 1 milligram IM daily. And the liquid that is available is 1,000 micrograms per milliliter. Okay. So we're going from milligrams to micrograms. We're going from largest to smallest. So we're going to multiply by 1,000. Of course, this is going to give us 1,000 divided by 1,000 times milliliter. 1 milliliter is the answer. Simple, right? It's not simple if you don't know how to convert or if you don't know that you need to convert. Okay, next one. This one is Lanoxin or digoxin. Remember with that medication, Lanoxin or digoxin, is that the patient's pulse needs to be 60 or greater in order to administer this medicine. 0.5. Digoxin is written this way. All right, so 0.5 milligrams IV every 6 hours. What you have is a vial labeled 0.25 milligrams per milliliters. All right, we're going from, yikes, we're not converting with this particular problem, right? The metrics are the same. So it's 0.5. Anytime you're dealing with decimals, make sure you double check your work. 2.5 times milliliter. We do the math and we come up with 2 milliliters. Okay. All right. Next one is Indep. ENDEP 0.025 grams. Grams IM TID, which is 3 times a day. We have a vial labeled 10 milligrams per milliliters. Wow, this black marker is so much better. All right, so we have to convert grams to milligrams. So we're going from largest to smallest, multiply by 1,000, and we come up with 25 divided by 10 times milliliter, and we come up with 2.5 milliliters. Okay, hope you guys can see that. 2.5 milliliters. There's my decimal. All right, a few more to go. This one is sodium. AN Antal 0.1 gram. IM stat. IM stat. You have an ampule available that has 200 milligrams per 3 milliliters. All right, convert grams to milligrams. We're going to multiply the 0.1 by 1,000, and we come up with 100 divided by 200 times 3, and we come up with 1.5 milliliters. All right. We'll do more IV calculations later on. All right, we have nitroglycerin. I'll just put nitro. A lot of writing. Y nitroglycerin 200 mcg. Okay, PO every day. What we have available is a vial labeled 0.8 milligrams per milliliters. We know for this one, we're going from smallest to largest because microgram is the smallest, right? So this means that we have to divide by 1,000, right? And we come up with 0.2 divided by 0.8 times milliliter. The answer is 0.25 milliliter. Is that right? I think so. 0.25. Let me make my decimal big so you guys can see it. 0.25 milliliters. Okay. All right. We have a few more. Ampicillin. Sodium. 0.75 grams. Liquid is available at 250 milligrams per 5 milliliters. All right, we're going to have to convert grams to milligrams. We have to multiply by 1,000. We're going from largest to smallest. All right, and that would give us 750 divided by 250 times 5 milliliters, and we come up with 15 milliliters. All right, next up. Is, let's see, niacid. Niacid 0.3 grams PO daily. What we have available are tablets labeled at 300 milligrams. Right, so we have to convert grams to milligrams, largest to smallest, multiply by 1,000. We come up with 300 divided by 300 times tablet, 1 tab, right? All righty. On to the next one. Dilantin. Dilantin is a medication for seizures. Dilantin suspension, 150 milligrams PO daily. We have liquid available, liquid labeled at 75 milligrams per 7.5 milliliters. Right. So we don't have to convert, the metrics are the same. So this one should be fairly easy. So it's 150 divided by 75 times 7.5 milliliters. And that gives us 15 milliliters. That's the answer. Okay, one more. Right, we have Advil, 0.6 grams PO every 6 hours. Advil is film coated, tab at 300 milligrams. So we're going to have to convert grams to milligrams, multiply by 1,000. We come up with 600 divided by 3 times tab. And of course, it gives us 2 tabs, right? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are feeling more comfortable with these. Okay, thank you.